Tell me why the fuck is they discussing tornadoes forecast for Florida, Australia, and Italy? This ain't no be picking up some shit. All right. All right, you got King of Swords here, standing in your complete power. All right, removing anything that causes you any type of discomfort. All right, anything that does not belong on your path. All right, Ace of Wands. There's some sort of new beginning that's rushing in. Some sort of message. Somebody's in their head about some sort of message that they're coming to give you. This is an equal give and take. Somebody wants to give you something. All right, the devil tarot moment here. Somebody want to balance something out. Somebody know that you walked away for a new beginning. Somebody feel like you got options. All right, justice is here. Rebirth, endings. Somebody's heartbroken. All right, but somebody manifested all of this by doing shit behind the scenes. All right, when it comes to money. All right, somebody didn't want you to have strength in yourself. You call judgment. Somebody didn't want you to feel like you deserved more. Ten of Pentacles is here. And you made a choice to step in and be your own emperor. All right, to choose to have authority over your own life. All right, you had to make decision after decision after decision by yourself. All right. And you moved on to calmer waters where you remove the burdens out of your way. All right, Queen of Pentacles is here. Six of Cups. All right, Six of Cups is here. Ace of Wands. Justice. Something's coming in real fast. There's some sort of swift justice getting ready to happen. For somebody, but somebody was betraying you real bad. All right, but you're getting this victory through it all. Victory again. All right, Empress energy, the world, fulfillment, going on a journey. All right, going on your journey. Wish fulfillment for yourself, realizing that you are your own fulfillment. All right, Chariot energy. Again, something's coming in quick. Something coming in fast. All right, what is this coming in fast? Some sort of phone call is coming your way. It's going to give you some sort of clarity, breakthrough. What is this clarity about? Could be about somebody that you walked away from. The shit that they was doing for money. There's some sort of apology or offer, love offer here. All right, but you have clarity on this Eight of Swords situation. This is somebody who was keeping you stuck. All right, and you moved away from that. Wheel of Fortune is here. Things are going in your favor. All right, give to yourself. You can't go wrong when it comes to that. Let's see. There's some sort of clear communication coming in. All right, everyone knows the truth now. Somebody is throwing their entire family away for peace or hell. It could be you. All right, now that you know the truth when it comes to everyone, expect more than more than you're expected. I'm sorry. Something is coming, but it's more than what you expected. Expected it to be. A church came against you. Finna get ready to splurge. Finna get ready to get something back. All right, somebody saying the truth about a situation. Everyone knows the truth. Virgin Islands is here. All right. Some sort of veteran claim here. Some sort of lump sum of money. Somebody's watching you on social media. A mother figure. All right. Heart attack. Somebody's having a heart attack. They know you can't be harmed. An apartment. Somebody's having a heart attack in an apartment. Whatever you want, just ask. Girl, you know I can provide whatever you need, whatever you need. All right, somebody mad that you know their secrets. All right, they feel like they got a wiretap on their shit, okay? Because you know all of their business. You know what the fuck they're doing. Somebody is sponsoring your life. Plot twist is here. All right, thank you, though, for the gift. There's a private eye here. This could be a white man plot twist. All right, somebody found out something. Somebody found out something. Somebody try to unalive you. All right, getting ready to, you're getting ready to buy some sort of supplies for your business, so you're getting ready to do something with the business. All right. All right, so this is a person that you never slept with before. This person can be coming in to help you. All right, clear communication. You waking up to good news. All right, and you could be moving quietly. Could be getting ready to pay off a vehicle. Somebody knows that you were right about everything. All right, crying because it's all over. Somebody knows that you can't be harmed. All right, somebody knows that you can't be harmed. Stroke is here. All right, hard drugs could have led somebody to a stroke. All right, somebody is bringing you some sort of abundance. A bag of money is here. Making a home. Somebody is making a home for you to come to. Somebody is dying for what they did to you. Somebody is learning the truth about listening to you. Relocating soon. Alright, somebody is coming to tell you everything. Somebody feel like it's the only way. Alright, so somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. Hard times are over. Fun times are here. My grandmother is significant. Candle magic. Store owner. Tears of joy. I feel like you're going to find out that you own something. Alright. Somebody on drugs midtown this year. Something's happening sooner than you think. Right, it's some money that somebody was waiting on. Somebody is finally receiving it or getting it. Somebody's coming towards you. A crooked judge could be significant. Somebody could have paid a crooked judge. All right, Mercedes. Somebody could drive a Mercedes, Virginia. You got a reading on you. The uncle is significant. The shock of your life is getting ready to happen. Alright, because there's going to be a lot of abundance that's coming your way that you wouldn't have expected to be coming your way. Alright, somebody popping up and ain't saying shit. Alright, G-Win. Insignificant. Somebody, your DM ancestors are connecting to you. Somebody got a warrant. Alright. Walmart is here. Somebody finna have a warrant. Somebody finna have a warrant. Okay. Sweet as taboo. Sweet as taboo. Let's see. This week is it. Are you ready? Something's happening this week. All right, your family has been called. There's a big blessing that's coming towards you. All right. Authority figure passing away. All right, other woman, whoever this other person is, somebody has been cleansed out of your energy. All right, and somebody coughing up blood. All right. See, somebody in their 50s is panicking. December is here. And April. A grandmother or aunt significant. Big insurance fraud, your family. That's what the fuck they do. Alright, God is showing every hand that these people played. Hey, Jay. Put this food in the food and throw all that other stuff out. Alright, somebody wants to work with you. Somebody don't want to hide it. Alright, a non-toxic relationship. Somebody is calling to check up on you. Alright, somebody's calling to check up on you. 26 is significant. Somebody hates your confidence, oh well. Alright, there's a vacation turning into forever. Money falling from everywhere. The 18th is significant. Somebody knows you're pregnant, but they ain't saying shit. Alright, so many blessings is coming your way. You have stepped completely into your power. They know they can't do shit. Alright, there's a new love that wants you all to themselves. $18 is significant. October 2nd. You getting your dream job. Alright, something about a dream job. Somebody Cancer coming back. Alright, hundreds is here. This was somebody's last chance, alright? Somebody packing their shit. 30s is here. Alright, help exactly when you need it. Alright, somebody is not wanting to lose you. Somebody, somebody hurt. That they hurt you. Listening through your device. So somebody could be watching you. Alright, on social media. Somebody sees that you wasn't lying. When it came to a situation. Ready to move you in a home. Somebody's ready to move you in a home. Alright. You're getting your dream job. Somebody is leaving their entire family behind. Alright, you could have 11 for a new, for wish fulfillment. Alright, somebody paid for a spell work, a father figure. Saturday, somebody could be paying for some shit and they know they ass doomed. Alright, somebody being pulled off life support, being pronounced dead. What's going on? Somebody's getting karma for having their name in your mouth. What's going on, love? For having their name in your mouth. Alright, somebody is treating you, doing something nice for you on the 28th is significant. The 28th came out again. Alright, there's fast communication coming in. Alright, somebody said fuck everybody. Alright. You help the authorities solve something. All right, the city owes you something. There's some sort of major manifestation that's getting ready to come in. All right, somebody's last chance. All right, the pain is over. All right, the pain is over. Something is getting ready to get easier. I'm fucking sleepy. I'm gonna take me a goddamn nap. All right, Mississippi, life is getting easier. All right, build houses in Texas. Somebody can feel your hurts. All right, they can see it on your face. I can hear you. There's a storm coming. All right, to wipe them out. They can't hide anymore. They're scared. Police department is significant. All right, somebody doing something, but they doing it scared. All right, you're gonna go get your money. All right, there is a relationship from the past that is starting up again. All right, you will never work again. Somebody sees, you see everything. All right, there's a phone call that will change in your life that's getting ready to come up. You're gonna get ready to go get your money. All right, weekend reads $20. If you are wanting a regular on the spot general, all right, they are $22.22. Somebody's contacting you about your money. Somebody is coming before you're gone, all right. Somebody already knew. Somebody already knew. There's a love offer coming your way. All right, 10:59, 11:11 is significant. You could be seeing both of those. All right, the journey in the city that you're in has ended. All right, so the journey, your journey in that city is over. All right, there's unknown money that is coming in unexpectedly. All right, 7 weeks is significant. Land trust. All right, there's some sort of land trust in place. Your husband is something to do. Child, all jobs suck if it's not your career. There is nothing left to see. All right, leave it now. All right, so your job is done where it is. All right, there's nothing left to see. Nothing less to see. All right, a fight broke out at a cookout in the country. Morris is significant. All right, you were karma when it came to these people. All right, somebody is making up for how you feel, doing something nice. Getting ready to travel. Somebody looking crazy about the lies. All right, police department. Leaving quickly. Somebody wrote checks properly but cashed them wrong. All right, somebody cashed something that didn't belong to them. All right, using your child was the last straw. Abandoning you. All right. Something happening at a police department, all right? Police department getting caught up in Mississippi. Morris. More evidence, 10 a.m. Alexandria in the daytime. Leaving on the day that you want. You are leaving fast. Somebody is in denial that they got caught. Somebody is giving you all their money because they owe you. All right, and more evidence is here. You're getting ready to reap your benefits. All right, feeling every feeling that you feel. All right, and now this person is in regret. All right, you're getting ready to move now. Somebody is hiding your money in offshore accounts, not answering the phone. All right, somebody has property up under a complete nominee. All right, that's a third party or an attorney that signs the purchase and contacts on a deed on your behalf. All right. Same dream, different person. All right, Alexandria is significant. Police department. Something is happening in your favor. Husband is here. Half Moon Beach. You said my brother. All right, their own people turn it on them. All right, somebody on the news, 7 p.m. Somebody on their way. Cupertino, California is significant. All right, a phone call that changes your life. All right, there's a DM that wants to wants to give you what you need to move overseas investigations. All right, Facebook watching you. Somebody don't want to go against you no more. All right, that shit ain't working. The shit ain't working. I'm gonna come back on this motherfucker, all right, after I finish this read, this private read. All right, something significant about Halloween in Florida. Centillion is significant. Something is coming in your favor. Somebody is coming. They don't care about the consequences. They ain't gonna tap no screen. I don't need nobody to tap the screen. I need somebody to get some reads. I need somebody to get some reads. Ain't number 4 people in here. Ain't nobody gonna tap. You don't have to tap the screen. All right, unexpected mail or envelope is here. All right, police department. All right, and somebody, drugs took over. All right, somebody abandoned somebody. That's a classmate that passed away. Somebody doesn't want you to work at all. There's military records on you. All right, something is happening in the middle of the night. All right, a LLC is significant. Somebody is wanting to be more romantic. All right, is anybody wanting a paid read before I go? All right, does anybody want a paid reading before I go? Anybody who has limited, you can request for video readings. All right, it's paid readings right now. Donation readings before I go. I'll be back later. I'm tired. Deborah, you want a video? These paid readings that I'm doing. Unlimited people are getting videos. Okay. You got paid and donation. Okay, I'll do your video when I come back. Alright, if anybody want a paid or donation reading, if you're wanting a private video as well, I mean a personal video, alright, they are $20 for 30 minutes at this time. So if you want one, you can definitely have one. Alright. I'm going to end this live over here on YouTube. YouTube if nobody is wanting a read. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you in the next video.